today I have my very first DIY video and I'm super excited / nervous about it, but I think I did a pretty good job, so I'm gonna pat myself on the back because I thought this was gonna be a complete fail. So today I'm showing you guys how to do 3 DIY ugly Christmas sweaters because I thought it'd be fun. These sweaters were so easy, so if I can do them, you can do them. Trust me. I actually thrifted most of the stuff that I used, and then other stuff I bought at the dollar store. So I don't want to say too much because I don't want to make this video too long. So let's go ahead and hop into the DIY. The first one is one I like to call Christmas Tree Festive AF because you literally turn yourself into a Christmas tree, and the total cost is $24. You'll need a sweater, garland, beads, a star, a headband, some ornaments like a bell, some clips that I got, and some candy canes. So the first thing you're going to do is take apart your garland. I had rolled it up in a cute little ball, and then you're going to trim it to the size of the sweater, and you can put it straight across, but I just did it this way because I feel like it's more tree-like. And then I'm going to just take away the excess and I'm going to start hot gluing it. Luckily for this DIY, I just hot glued everything. No need for sewing, so anybody can seriously do this. And by the way, I'm using a lipstick tube to hold it down because I didn't have anything else and I did not want to burn myself. So that ended up being a little bit longer, so I had to trim it. And then I'm just going to keep doing the same thing all the way down the sweater. I'm going to do, I think I did 4 rows. And like I said, just glue it down and keep going. So I didn't really show you all of it because it was getting kind of repetitive, but I'm also going to be doing the same thing all the way down the sleeves. And now I'm just going to do the same thing with beads. This is actually super easy. You're just going to glue every couple of beads down. Don't glue them all down because that's just going to take forever and it's really unnecessary. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing here. And I'm just going to do it in the middle of the 2 garlands, if that makes sense. You can watch me here. And then I'm going to take the beads and obviously do it all down the sleeves. And then this next part, I'm just going to grab a couple of little bells and just put them all over the place. There's no, way to put this. Just do it however. Then I'm going to be putting these pins. How cute is this little kitty one? Then this one with the little lights that say Noel. And then this is actually like a clothing pin or whatever they're called. And then this is a little angel. And then I'm going to be putting this huge light bulb that's super cool. And then this awesome little roller skating penguin. And then I'm going to be putting this pickle. There's actually a story that I read that you're supposed to hide the pickle and whoever finds it on Christmas Day gets to open a present first. So I thought it was really cool. And so I decided to hide it on my neck. But then I later switched it to under my armpit. So that's pretty weird. Then I took these little candy canes. I actually got a whole box for like $1. And then I took this bell and just put it there because it looked kind of like empty. Then I'm going to show you how to make the headband. And you're just going to buy a regular headband. And I took the bow off because I didn't need it. And I'm just going to string a piece of string through the star and then the headband and tie it really tight. I did actually like 3 or 4 knots just to make sure that it would stay. And then I just cut off the excess and there you have your little headband to make you look more like a tree. Show you guys how to make an elf sweater, and the total cost of this one was only $8. So you're going to need a red sweater, black felt, green felt, some bells, and the hat is optional. So now I'm going to take the green felt and I'm actually going to cut it because I actually bought it as a pouch, but I thought I could use it for this. Then I'm going to take my beads and actually use this to measure the width of the collar. I know it's kind of weird, but I mean, it works. So I'm going to have to cut little triangles. So this worked really, really well. And I said triangle's weird, but moving on. So then I'm going to take my ruler and draw a straight line across, and then I'm just going to wing the triangles. As you can see, I tried to make them really even, but then I just ended up drawing 3 big triangles and just cutting them out. Then I lined them up with my collar just to see if they fit well, and they did, so I'm going to glue them down. Then I'm going to take the black felt and cut out a long rectangle basically, and this is going to be your belt. So you're going to fold that in half and then cut that in half, and then you're going to put the two strips like this, line them up and glue them. And the most important part in this is when you glue the other side down, kind of leave like a little bit of space. If you just watch what I'm doing here, I'm not gluing it straight and flat down because when it stretches, I don't want it to like look really stupid when I put it on basically. So that's what I did, and then I'm going to cut out another piece so that I can fill in this middle empty portion, and I'm going to do the same thing, just leave a little bit of space there, don't glue it flat down. Then I'm going to take my green felt and draw a rectangle that's a bit bigger than my belt, and it's going to be the belt buckle. And then I'm going to actually draw another square inside of it, and then I'm going to actually cut out the middle portion. So I'm just going to fold it in half, cut a slit, and then cut the inside out, and that's going to be your belt buckle, my friends. So I'm obviously going to glue that down like I do with everything, and I'm also going to cut out a little strip just like this, and I'm going to glue it in the middle just to make it look a little bit more like a belt buckle. It kind of gives it that nice touch, and there you have it. So the next thing is you just want to take bells, buttons, whatever you want, and glue them in the middle. I already had a bell, so I just figured. Now I'm going to cut out some more triangles and just put them at the bottom of the sweater, kind of like I did with the collar, just so they can look a little bit cuter. And it's really easy, you just do the exact same thing, except now you're gluing them to the bottom. And then I'm going to cut off the turtleneck because I wasn't really feeling it for this one, so I just got rid of that thing. And now I'm going to add bells to the tips of the collar, which I didn't show you because, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Then I'm going to add a little bit to the sleeves because I thought they needed a little something, so I'm just going to cut some triangles out. Didn't even measure this, just winged it. And there you have the finished product. And now we have the Christmas tree sweater, the subtle edition, and this was only $6, so not only is it the easiest but also the cheapest. Yes, you'll need a sweater, a wreath, and some beads. That's literally it. I cut off this white trimming because I wasn't feeling it, and now we're going to get started with our tree. So with this, I just took my wreath and just folded it into the shape of a tree. I don't know how else to explain it. It's super easy though. You just go back and forth and kind of keep making the bottom wider. And then you're just going to cut off whatever you don't use. It's super, super simple, guys. And then you're going to glue it down, obviously, so we could stay on. And again, just glue the tips and then also put some in the middle just to make sure it'll stay, because this is kind of a heavy material. You don't have to use this, but I thought it would kind of give it more character, so that's why I used it. So once you're done gluing it, this is what it should look like. And now we're going to move on to the star. I cut some beads 2 at a time. You can see what I'm doing here, and I just cut out 5 of those, and then I made a star, which is kind of like when you like twist the beads and make the cool star necklace, if you know what I'm talking about. And then I'm just going to obviously glue them down, and I'm also going to put some glue in the middle just so it gets stay together, because otherwise it just looks weird. So now that we're done with that, I'm actually going to take this like red ribbon thing. Sorry about the lighting, by the way, it was like dark, so I had to brighten it. But this actually came with the wreath, and I didn't show it at first because I wasn't intending to use it. But you don't even have to glue this down. I just intertwined it, and it looked super cool. So that was my DIY video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Don't think that I'm going to become a DIYer now, because that's just not my thing. Honestly, what is my thing? And a special thank you to Jeffrey for helping me with everything. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. And if you like me, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And thank you again so much for watching. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!